In March of 2001, Ben Horowitz took a company public, not because things were going well, because things were going so badly that the public market, in the worst tech crash in a generation, was the only lender left on Earth. Employees called the Roadshow a death march. The stock priced low, the market kept falling, and the company he saved that quarter nearly died several more times anyway. 6 years later, he sold it for $1.6 billion in cash, and when he sat down to write about it, he opened with a confession most business authors would rather die than make. Every time he read a management book, he found himself thinking, "That is fine, but that was not the hard thing." The Hard Thing About Hard Things, published in 2014, is the anti-business book business book. Ben Horowitz, who went on to co-found the venture firm Andreessen Horowitz, wrote down what running LoudCloud and Opsware actually felt like. Laying off friends, missing quarters, watching the stock hit 35 cents, firing executives he had personally recruited. Every chapter opens with a rap lyric, and every chapter answers a question no MBA course touches. What do you do when there is no good move on the board? The book's spine is a refusal. Horowitz refuses to give you a formula, because the defining property of the hard things is that formulas do not survive contact with them. How do you demote a loyal friend? How do you tell your company the truth when the truth might kill morale? His term for the psychological weight of all this is the struggle, the 2 a.m. certainty that you personally have broken everything. His only universal advice is about that feeling, not the decisions. Do not put it all on your own shoulders. Do not quit. And remember that even great CEOs feel exactly this way. Comfort from a man whose stock chart looked like a cliff has a credibility that no framework can match. Second idea, the one that entered the vocabulary of Silicon Valley. In peacetime, a company has a lead, and the CEO's job is to widen the field, encourage creativity, tolerate exploration, build culture. In wartime, the company has, as he puts it, a bullet coming at its head, and the CEO's job narrows to survival. One priority, brutal focus, orders that are not suggestions. The behaviors are close to opposites, which is why leaders who are celebrated in one era get destroyed in the other. The skill is not picking a style, it is diagnosing honestly which war you are actually in. Third idea, quietly the most useful. When hiring executives, most committees screen for the absence of weakness and end up with well-rounded, inoffensive mediocrity. Horowitz argues the opposite. Hire for one world-class strength that your company desperately needs right now, and accept the weaknesses that ride along with it. Big companies can afford generalists. A startup lives or dies on spikes. The corollary stings. The perfect executive for this year may be wrong in 2 years, and that is not a hiring mistake. That is the job changing underneath the person. Why does this book matter more than a shelf of cleaner ones? Because it is the only famous management book whose main message is that management books cannot save you, and that this is fine. Courage, Horowitz insists, is not a character trait. It is a muscle, built one ugly decision at a time. If your working life is currently easy, read it as a vaccine. If it is currently hard, read it as company. The Hard Thing About Hard Things by Ben Horowitz. One evening to read. It will find you again at 2 in the morning when you need it.